and actually learned a lot from your topic. And I think that's one of the first things that you did right, is that you spoke about something you knew. You introduced us to your, in your introduction, you introduced us to your history and why you know this. And I think being able to speak about something that we know allows us a comfort level. And a comfort level that I saw in you today that I don't know that I've seen before. You were extremely comfortable in being able to use your hands better than you have, I think, in a lot of your other speeches. You tend, as you're doing now, to have a home base, which I think is great. But today you really were very expressive with your hands, and you were also very expressive with your voice. And I saw you use power in the volume that you used. There was power there. And I thought that was very helpful in conveying your message. So great job in doing that. I also really appreciate that you thought outside of the box on this speech in being able to bring John in here. And when we are asked to speak for people, really we're asked to present a message. And it's not just about being good speakers, but it's about getting that message across as best we can. And having that example there and in using John, I thought was great, because really we should be using all the tools that we have available to us. And yes, I did just call John a tool. And I know that was a risk using John as well. So way to go and taking that risk. But I also know that you have had this speech in your pocket for 3 months, which is great. And that is one of the things that I know I need to do well, is having a speech prepared. It's a great job on that. Now, when I think that one of the things that went really well is having that demonstration. One of the things that if we are going to have demonstrations that we need to be prepared is thinking about the staging. Because while I thought it was very good to have that up here, John was faced this way in his speaking, and that probably left this side of the audience out. And so as you are thinking outside of the box and thinking about using that, just think about what the whole audience is doing and how they experience that. The other thing that I would encourage you to think about is while we really got an in-depth knowledge of a deposition and what to do, one of the things that I was missing is the why. So why is it so important to you? What is at risk to your audience? And so when you're thinking about, if you were to give this speech again, I would encourage you to put the people, perhaps even into my situation of having that unhealthy fear, and then presenting this is why it's so important. So a couple things to consider for next time. But overall, I learned something, and should I ever eventually, which I know I will, be accused of something that I did not do, now I have the tools, thanks to you and the speech that you gave, on tips to what to do in a deposition. So thank you.